Amanda. What do you make of Amanda? Is she going to return? Will she be a guardian? What do you think about that?
So I have to imagine that she will return at some point, especially considering the words being uttered over her vigil by Zavala himself. Bravery, devotion, sacrifice, which of course is something that has been continuously said over and over again as the things that guardians must do in order to become a guardian. It's this thing of you must sacrifice at the end, and a guardian's life is those things. Amanda, regardless of whether she gets resurrected, was a lowercase g guardian. She was someone who fought alongside everybody and put her life in danger to assist others. And it's more often than not those people that do get resurrected in some sense. Now, obviously, there are some big exceptions, and there are some things where it's really not necessarily been made clear what the Traveler's intentions are. I would point to Savathun and Crow as the biggest examples of that, but I imagine that's kind of like a next chapter kind of thing, end of final shape. If the Traveler ever wakes from its stupor, that's probably going to be something that happens.
Yeah,
but I don't know.
Definitely seen the Traveler seems to be quite cut and dry when it comes to resurrecting, of just like, if you fit this criteria, then boom, you'll be resurrected. If you do some kind of noble sacrifice, whether you're seen by us as good or bad, like you said, Aldrin and Savathun are key examples. Like, we see them as bad as at the time of what they did, but then the Traveler is very simple, just like, if you meet these criteria, I'll resurrect you, good or bad. But so Amanda definitely fits in that category with all the sacrifice and bravery. But the only difference this time is that the Traveler, again, we don't even know because it's not explained, but the Traveler is kind of gone. I mean, again, it's floated up in space. It's not very far away. It's just moved a little bit, but maybe the only exception is that the Traveler, and that's what kind of, I think Zavala kind of alluded to, that the Traveler is gone. So maybe it won't be able to resurrect Amanda now, but that seems to be the only difference. But again, what is even happening with the Traveler? The character seems to talk about it as if it's dead, but yeah, it hasn't moved very far. It's just floated a little bit further out into space. Now there's a portal, but whether that disables it, whether that stops it from resurrecting things, who knows? But it does seem like it's possible for Amanda to come back, and that would make sense, especially her and Crow's weird storyline that's going on there. It could make sense if she was resurrected, and then she would obviously be a whole different person. She would have no memory, and she'd be a different character altogether. But yeah. I think
as well, it's also worth remembering, if Amanda does come back, she won't be Amanda anymore.
Yeah.
Guardians don't remember their past lives, and as a result, you're going to sit there with someone who's completely different.
Yeah. Have some explaining to do.